your next performer tonight. If this is your first time for seeing them perform, you and I have something in common. So let me bring up our next performer. Please welcome Fred Lee.
Woo, woo.
Yeah.
I've seen that guy
Yeah,
before.
Fred.
There he is. Hey.
My name is Fred Lee, and thank you for having me on the show. First and foremost, I'd like to start off with something a bit nuts. Alright, so we're gonna have a little audience participation all at the same time. We got these nuts and bolts. And I'm gonna have Dan, all you just need to do is just say the magic word stop. Because what I'll do is I'll just take my finger like this, and I'll just go down this line of nuts and bolts. Just say stop whenever.
Stop.
This one right here.
Yeah.
Alright, perfect. Now, what I'm about to do requires immense concentration. So, for just a brief moment, I'm actually going to unplug the mic because using just the power of my mind, I'm going to actually try to move this nut off this bolt. And as you can see, it takes a bit of work. This is the one that you selected, Dan. And ladies and gentlemen, this is live. No camera tricks. All mind over matter. Crazy stuff aside, I like to get into the meat and potatoes of what we're about to do today. It's a bit of black magic because we're going back in time, and since it's Halloween and all that stuff, I just wanted to share this form of black magic. It's known as divination, also known as tarot reading for most people, but this predates that. So what we're going to do is take out the following from this burlap sack. We have a vessel. That's crucial. We're going to get to that in just a bit. Then, of course, inside the box, we have the medium in which we are going to use to divine someone's past, present, future. In this case, we're more concerned about the future. And of course, we have a summoning circle. This is a witch's circle that I've engraved on this piece of parchment. Now, before we start this divination, I'm going to actually take out a piece of tribute. In this case, it's going to be one of these cards from this very deck. In this case, what I'll do is I'll flip it like this, drop that inside of the box, closed at full view the entire time. Now we're going to pick on somebody. Dan, do the honors, say any audience member that we have here tonight, and we're going to divine their, in this case, future or what they seek to desire.
There we go. Don't know the audience members, but I'm going to go ahead and say Claire.
Claire. All right, Claire, here's what we're going to have you do. Claire, what you're going to do is, on your side of the screen, even though no one else can see, it's totally fine. You're going to do this at your own pace. What you're going to do is you're going to take your left hand, and with your left hand, you're going to ball it into a tight fist towards the screen. I want you to feel the heat at the palm of your left hand, and the moment you get some nice heat generated and your hand feels nice and warm, I want you to say yes in a loud, clear voice. When you get that bit of warmth, perfect. Now when I count to 3, you're going to slowly open your hand like this towards the camera. When you do, watch the vessel. We're going to try to establish a connection through this digital medium. medium. Okay, stupid puns aside, let's do this. You ready?
Yes.
Alright, 1, 2, 3. Slowly open up your hand towards the camera and watch. No strings, obviously no magnets, because that would mess up this mic really bad. But we've established a connection, Claire, and that's perfect, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So, aside from the jokers, name out loud any playing card in the deck.
Two of Hearts.
The Two of Hearts. That just popped in your mind, no other influence, nothing else, yes?
Yes.
Now, Claire, do keep in mind that in the very beginning, prior to this ritual, I took one random card, flipped it around, chucked it, and I literally put it, now one random card inside of the box as tribute. Now the odds of your card being in that box is 1 in 52. However, we're here more about what the Two of Hearts really means, why you actually picked the Two of Hearts, because there's a lot more to divination than just voodoo, witchcraft, possible sidekick, since James Randy's not around to bust me. So, we're going to divine exactly what the Two of Hearts means. Now, what the Two of Hearts signifies, the two represents relationships. And I'm getting a sense that you seek to find a relationship that is strong. In this case, it's between two people. A little bit of romance, a little bit more of chemistry, a little bit of a stronger, more intimate bond. The reason why you're so drawn to the Two of Hearts at this very moment, not just because of this connection we've established, but also you're sending me the energy that you're seeking someone special, someone that keeps you warm and fuzzy on the regular. Does that sound about right to you?
Yeah.
And none of this is prearranged. This is exactly just straight up cold, and this is the first time we've actually met.
Yes.
Now, what's interesting about the card that you selected reminds me of a tale that is roughly hundreds, perhaps thousands of years old. And it's a story about a man named Faust who performed a ritual similar to this. He too had tributes and summoned a spirit, and the spirit's name is known as Mephistopheles. Now Mephistopheles and him struck a deal. He's got 24 years to live, and during that time he has all the power, wealth, pretty much anything he can ask for, in exchange for just living an additional 24 years. When the 24 years is up, Mephistopheles will have a representative come collect his payment. Now, as the 24 years have passed, do keep in mind that the tributes, when offered to a spirit, will often disintegrate. So we know for a fact, aside from the life connection we've established, that there's some spoopy going on here. And I don't know if this hotel is haunted, but if it is, I'm kind of screwed. But I'm doing it for you guys. It's going to be great. So back to the story at hand. Now, 24 years later, they heard a blood-curdling scream in Faust's room. And inside Faust's room, they found an anomaly. They found a puddle of blood. And next to the puddle of blood, engraved in that same blood as well, was scribbled one final request, one final wish that Faust wanted granted before his mysterious death. And that is he too wanted to find a special someone to keep him warm, whole, complete. What was the card that you said popped in your mind?
Two of Hearts.
The Two of Hearts.
Wow.
Now in life, we find several things about ourselves dissatisfying, whether it be financial, physical appearance, anything really. But before we get on to those quick fixer-upper type schemes, It's important to pay attention to everything because you never know, since the devil may be in the details. My name is Fred Lee. That's my portion. Thank you guys so much.
Woo!
Thank you, Fred. That was great. Thank you very much.